What is up, internet? It's your boy Tinku, and today, we're gonna be talking about something that's very important to me. I really struggled with if I was gonna make this video or not, but due to circumstances, I was gonna do it last week, but I was very angry last week about the subject, so I decided to give it a week, calm down, collect my thoughts, and come at it more rationally. Because again, when it comes to conversation, it's always better to talk rationally with people than it is to sit here and hoot and holler and yell and stuff like that. And I really don't want to make these videos too often because I want this channel to be a place where we just talk about anime, certain animes, have discussions, things that. But this has to be said. So with all that said, don't forget to sub to the channel, watch those videos, hit that like button, and keep hitting me up on the Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And with all that said, guys, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so Domestic Girlfriend ended, the manga. And as a lot of you know from some of my previous videos, I really liked Domestic Girlfriend for some reason. It was like the first drama-ish manga that really sucked me in. That wasn't like a shonen or a fighter or isekai or something like that. And so I went and read back the author's previous work, Good Ending, and I also did a video on that. So, there's all that stuff if you guys want to check out my thoughts on those. But when it comes to Domestic Girlfriend, it ended. And of course, there's a lot of shippers. I guess that's the term. I'm a pretty old guy, so I don't know what the whole shipper term thing is. But there's the main character, Natsuo, and people who want him to end up with Hina. And then there's people who wanted to him to end up with Rui. Now, I'm not going to say the ending because if you want to read it, whatever, I'm not going to tell you what happens. But basically, it ends. And a lot of people were pissed. Like, a lot. And I get that. Alright? So, it's one thing to talk about it with your friends and to say, hey, it's trash, it's this, they should have done it this way, for discussion purposes. That's perfectly fine. It's okay to do that. That's the whole point of, having escapism and a medium to be able to talk about this kind of stuff. You talk with your friends or even with other people on Twitter about it, stuff like that, that's okay. That's healthy. What's not okay is, adding the creator of the manga and threatening them, demanding they change the ending, and just outright being a total tool to the creator of the manga. That's not okay. I get people's frustrations because, spoiler alert, I didn't really like the way it ended either. It got the outcome I wanted, but the path it took really wasn't something, I was looking towards. But the ending evoked emotion. And that's what the storyteller's job is to evoke emotion in you. It might not be a positive emotion, but it's an emotion. And she wrote the story because the authors are her. She wrote the story she wanted to write. And for you or people to go on Twitter and take polls and send them to her, demand she change it, send her death threats, threatening her, straight up talking to her face how much trash it is and how she demands to change it. That's such an entitled attitude. I don't even want to talk to you about stuff like that. I hate to spoil life for you, but the world doesn't owe you anything. Alright, the world's a mean place, and it's going to knock you down time and time again. That's why we have these kind of avenues like escapism, manga, anime, video games, whatever you're into. Alright, so the author doesn't owe you a damn thing. She doesn't owe you to go back and change the ending. It's her story. That's how she wanted to end it, so that's how she ended it. Period. Now, again, I understand going to talking to your friends about it and talking smack about it to your friends, because that's part of the community, having someone with. It's like, oh, I really didn't like this, it's trash, because, I didn't like Evangelion at all. Like, not even a little bit. But I don't go on to, the guy who created Evangelion and threaten to kill him or tell him to kill himself or do anything like that because it's bad. You don't do stuff like that. That's wrong. You just, guess what? You just don't read the next thing they put out or don't watch the next thing they put out. It's that simple. If you don't like it, if you were so emotionally scarred or you hated something that much, then you don't support their next project. Simple as that. Or you stop reading the manga if you don't like the way it's going. All right. Now, uh, I do want to get into why I didn't like it real quick. All right, and it's not because the way she ended it, it seemed kind of rushed. The big reason why I didn't like the ending is because our main character Natsuo didn't choose. The choice was made for him, and that was my big problem with it. So basically, he got pushed around by his love interest to go a certain direction, and that's what I didn't like about it. The other stuff, fine, it happened. It was great. I was emotional, get a little teary eyed, crying a little bit, you know. But Natsuo didn't choose in the end. The choice is made for him, and that was my big problem with it. But you don't see me going on Twitter at the creator demanding that she change it or doing anything like that because it's just part of the story. In fact, I didn't even really like the ending of Good Ending that much. But hey, at least she ended it. A lot of times they just abruptly end and you never get any resolution for it. And before anybody talks smack, I went and I spent $1.99 on Comixology every week to get this manga. So I actually paid for it. Unlike, I mean, a lot of people. Again, I'm not here to shame how you get your escapism because, that's not my style. You do what you got to do to get your stuff, you know what I mean? But don't go threatening the author. The ending, it ended. The resolution happy. It was a happy ending. All the characters in the end were happy. So, and it's her story. So, to the creator Domestic Girlfriend, thank you. Thank you for giving me such an emotional roller coaster, which at times both had me in tears and infuriated me all at the same time. That is the true sign of a great storyteller. So, thank you for all your hard work. Thank you for Domestic Girlfriend. And thank you for, having my team win, if you know what I mean. All right. So, again, guys, don't threaten the authors. Talk smack with your friends or strangers if you guys get into a civil conversation about it. But never threaten the author and demand you change things. At that point, I want nothing to do with you because you obviously have the mentality of a 5-year-old. So, with all that said, guys, tell me what you guys think. Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm taking it too easy on the author? Do you think that, calling people titled who threaten the author and demand you change it is too much? I mean, let me know, guys, because I'm always up for a civil discussion. That's what I like to do. So let me know in the comments below. You can always tweet at me. You can always hit me up on Instagram and Facebook. But it seems here and Twitter is where I get the most engagement. So feel free to keep going. And remember, guys, if you can't trust the random fat guy you met on the internet, then who can you trust? And I truly do hope everybody has an awesome, awesome day.